Hello everyone, this is Kangar. Welcome back to Skyrim VR mods. This is the first video of the year 2021 and it's a banger. Finally there is the official release of this mod. Yep. Gravity gloves and real physical hand interaction in Skyrim VR is officially, finally released. So if you've watched my channel for a while, you will probably know this mod at the name of Force Yeet or Force Pull. Force Pull was the first semi-official release. And now the name is changed. It's a final and a really cool name if you ask me, and that is HIGGS VR, which is short for Hand Interaction and Gravity Gloves for Skyrim VR. And the name is really cool and fitting because there's a boson, a particle in physics, which is called the Higgs boson, and it gives everything mass. So it's kind of fitting because your hands finally have mass. And also the name of the author, which I am finally allowed to disclose to you, is Adam. And I mean, that's just plain obviously cool. Okay, so before I go over the features specifically, this mod does require the latest version of the SKSE Skyrim script extender, and I have also made a video on how to install that. If you have not installed it yet, just check out the video. It's here in the description and in the info card. So, what are the features? Let's first start with the most obvious one, and that is you can smack stuff away. Because your hands now have collisions, and that's really fun. Okay, and the next very obvious feature is this. So you have the ability to flick stuff and drop it again. This is doable both with the trigger and with the grip button, and also interchangeably. So you can also start like pulling with the trigger and grab with the grip, and interchangeably. So whatever floats your boat here. You always know if something is ready to be flicked by the blue shining light around it, and if you have something that you would otherwise have to steal, it's going to shine in red. So you are warned that you cannot take it, or you can take it, but then you're stealing. And who would want to do that in a roleplay game? Two more things that could lead to confusion. The first is you need to have empty hands. So if you have spells out, it won't work. And if you have a weapon out, it also won't work. Right? So you need to actually fully empty your hands. And then it works. And the second point is that you aim with your palm. Right? So you aim with your palm like this, and not with the trigger or with the index pointer finger. So feels very natural once you're used to it. I like it a lot like this. In the beginning I was complaining, and now I'm a big fan. And you can do it with both hands like this, and and you can also go from one hand to the other very easily, very nicely, just like you would do it in a real VR game. I just can't stop playing and throw stuff around. It's so cool. Okay, enough. A very, very nice feature is also the fact that your hands realistically grab the object however it is possible. I mean, sometimes there might be issues, of course, nothing is perfect, but look at how realistic this is. This is so immersive. Importantly, for this feature of the fingers bending around the object, you'd need to have the latest VRIK in-dev version installed, which is also explained in the video I have linked previously, and I will also link the VRIK setup video in the description below. I really recommend using VRIK. Basically, you cannot play the game without VRIK, just like you in the future will not be able to play the game without HIGGS VR. Because it gives you the body here. I mean, yeah, that's just it. Another really cool feature is the fact that you can boiled crane treat. Nice. You can pick things up by just dropping it over your shoulder. Yes, just like you would in other games. Sorry. Just pick everything up. It's really just so amazingly well done, this mod. That's why it took so long, because it's just awesome and it takes a while to make awesomeness. Something in addition to that is, and that's just so plain genius. So if you flick something that has objects inside, the objects inside will be slowed down so that they don't like get thrown around and shot to the moon, but it really worked very nicely. Not perfect, but I mean, look at that. You can carry stuff around with this physics engine in Skyrim. I mean, what? I can't. And for the last feature that I want to show you, I need a dead body, and it just so happens I have one here and not in Jorvaskr. But yeah, that is the final feature that it's really cool to... It's just that. It's really cool. Look at this. If you have a dead body here, the different parts of the clothing light up depending on where you aim, and you can actually pull them from the body and loot them like this. I mean, how cool is that? And of course, you can also grab the dead bodies and throw them away. Yeah. Because maybe you want to clean up after yourself, or I don't know. Alright, so that is the feature set of this mod. There's one last thing I want to show you, and that is the fact that you can set a lot of these things in the ini file, which comes along with the mod. So you can access the ini file wherever you installed your mods, but it's easiest if you're using Vortex, it's easiest to just go here, drop down, open in File Manager, and then just go through SKSE, plugins, and then here's the ini. And that's this file. And here you can set a lot of things. But this is all person preference. You do not have to follow this along. The default values are fine. I just want to point you to things that you might want to change. Let's check. I think, oh yeah, and there's one last thing that's actually important. And that is the delay right grip and delay left grip input. By default, I think only the right grip is enabled and the left is not. And the thing is, if you want to use your grip or your trigger to flick something, the input needs to not be forwarded to Skyrim, because otherwise your buttons will be used from Skyrim, and then you will accidentally shout or something like that, depending on your controller scheme. And what you can do here is delay this input, and there's a very short delay that then assures that it's not Skyrim that gets the button press, but it's HIGGS VR that gets the button press. And the length of this delay is here in the... It's all a little bit chaotic, but it works. It's here in the trigger preempt time. You, by default, have 0.3, which is 300 milliseconds. it shouldn't be too bad if you have it like that, but I personally like, so I have the problem that when I have it at 0.3, pulling weapons from VRIK is not going as as my body remembers it. So that's why I need to change it like that. As I said, it may be totally fine by default and you do not have to tweak anything at all, but you now know what to tweak if you want to tweak. And of course the rest is all commented, so the green stuff is all the comments. So so you are now enabled to create the mod as you want it to be. Alright, so that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoy the mod. And I wish you tons of fun, as much fun as I have doing this. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay informed about Skyrim VR mods and watch some gameplay every now and then, you can subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!